What's good, YouTube? And today we have, I was gonna say mine. They're not mine. TA5, predictions as it drops in a couple of days, so I want to get this video out, since we did it for TA3 or 4, I forget, and that video popped off. So, figured out why not do it again. Disclaimer, I did not make these card arts, nor are these the official guarantee cards. They were just creations and who he thinks gets the card. And I'll link his Twitter in the description. Go shoot him a follow. Another disclaimer, this is only going to be the A out. We will do the N out in tomorrow's video. So just keep that in mind. Without further ado, let's see what he's got. So first up, he has Cedric Mullins for the Orioles. I personally don't think it will be Mullins. He has that All-Star Game card, which is a 98. Don't really think they will do that. I mean, they did it with Devers, so they very well could do it with Mullins. I would like Mancini to get it, but he's got another Home Run Derby card. Again, he could get another High Diamond card. Unlikely, but possible. And Ryan Mountcastle, I think, is going to get the card, in my personal opinion. He has that Topps Now card, but I believe it's like a 94 that came out earlier in the year. Had a great year. Let's look at the stats for all these players this year. So, looking at Cedric Mullins, in 159 games, he had 30 homers with 59 RBIs, 30 stolen bases, got caught 8 times, walked 59 times, struck out 125. That is not good. OPS of 360 with a slugging of 518 with an OPS of 878 with an OPS plus of 135. As we know, he did make the All-Star game. I don't think he'll get it. I think Mancini and Mountcastle had better numbers. Let's look at Mancini. Now, looking at Mancini in 147 games, had 21 homers, 71 RBIs, didn't steal a base, didn't get caught, so that's not surprising, though. Walked 51 times, but struck out for 143. So his per nine. Why am I thinking this is a pitcher? Whoa. He had an average of 255 and an OPS of 326 and slugging 432, OPS of 758 and an OPS plus of 104. Cedric on paper had better numbers, so I don't know if the stats for Mancini are strong enough to back him up. But now let's peek at Mountcastle. Alright, so Mountcastle this year had played in 144 games, which was great. Had 33 homers, 89 RBIs. Still had way more strikeouts than he did walks, but his batting average was 255 with an OPS of 309 with a slugging of 487, OPS of 496. We can round that up to 800 if you would like, an OPS plus of 112. Me personally, I still think that Mancini should not get it. Excuse me. I think Mountcastle should. Yes, Mancini's stats are better on the season than Mullins, but they both have that card and whatnot. I think Mountcastle is deserving and should get it. Moving on to the Boston Red Sox, he has Xander Bogaerts. For the Red Sox, I think we can rule out Devers because he has two new he's got 198 and 199 card. Xander has a 96. Okay, I think you can make a case for Verdugo. Maybe Schwarber, but he's got the Player of the Month Lightning, so I don't think they give it to Schwarber. Verdugo has a very strong case, and I kind of hope Verdugo gets it. I would love to see a Verdugo, honestly, but let's check the stats to see who we think should get it. Alright, looking at Xander, in 144 games, had 23 homers, 79 RBIs, with an average of 295, 370 OPS, 493 slugging, 863 OPS, with a 127 OPS plus. Didn't make the All-Star game, that's how he got his 96. Not too shabby. I could see it, but let's check out Verdugo. Alright, Verdugo in 146 games had 13 homers, 63 RBIs, an average of 289, OPS of 351, slugging of 426, OPS of 777. OPS plus of 106. So he's a little bit worse in terms of numbers for Xander. I still would like to see a Verdugo. Do I think he gets it? Probably not. I would be a betting man and probably go with Xander. But don't be surprised if Verdugo got it too. Moving on to the Yankees. He went with Garrett Cole. Yeah, I tend to agree here. I don't think Judge gets it. I don't think Stanton gets it. LeMahieu. Gittery. I think Garrett Cole's kind of a lock here. But just for the video, let's go over his numbers. Alright, so he had a record of 16-8, which I don't care about a record. He had an ERA of 3.23 with a FIP of 2.97. Not too bad. Started all 30 games that he had played in. Had 181 innings pitched, so decent amount of time pitched. So he had a 1.059 WHIP. So he's up there for Cy Young this year. I wouldn't be surprised if they went with anybody else other than Cole. Again, Cole has to get this card. I think it's a lock. The Tampa Bay Rays, he has Brandon Lau. Now, this is interesting, because the Rays could have a bunch of different people. Randy Rosarena, but he has that postseason card. But he's also up there for Rookie of the Year. Could easily win it, or might have won it already. I don't remember. Kevin Kiermaier, I don't think had that great of a year. I'm just trying to think of some other guys on the offense that could get it. I think Brandon Lau should get it. I mean, he did have that Player of the Month card, but whatever. At least I think he did. That might have been last year. I don't know. I'm not looking at the game. So let's see if he's got the stats to back it up. So in 165 appearances, I don't know why I skipped games. He has 149 games, which is a decent amount. 39 homers and basically 100 RBIs. I didn't know that he mashed like that this year. An average of 247, OPS of 340, slugging of 523, OPS of 863, and OPS plus of 142. Yeah, I think Lau's another lock here. I mean, man just smashed this year, and he raked, and yeah, I think he's another clear-cut favorite, and think gets it. Last one for the AL East, we have the Toronto Blue Jays, and he went with Marcus Semien. I don't know about this one because he has the Lightning card. Don't be surprised if he gets another one like they did with Devers. I could very well see it happening. I just don't think they should. Could give it to Vlad, but he already has the 99 All-Star game. Maybe Lourdes Gurriel, but he has a Player of the Month. That I think is like a 95 or something. I don't think Bo Bichette was all that good. I don't think Kevin Biggio was all that good. I don't even know if he's still playing for them. I don't think it'd be Randall Grichuk. Yeah, I think it has to be Semien. I'd be shocked if it wasn't Semien, but again, let's find out how he was this year. Alright, so this one likes to be difficult, but in 162 games, he had 45 homers with 102 RBIs, with an average of 265, OPS of 334, slugging of 538, OPS of 873, and OPS plus of 133. Yeah, I know he was great this year. I think he'll finish third in the MVP. Again, would be very, very shocked if it wasn't Semien. Do I think it's a lock? Yeah, probably. But I could see somebody else maybe squeeze in a spot. But I think Semien's most deserving of it. For the Angels, he went with Jarrett Walsh. Obviously, it will not be Trout because Trout missed a big chunk of the season. Rendon, I believe, was abysmal, so I don't think he would get it. Fletcher better not get it. Walsh, I think, is a clear-cut favorite and lock here. I am curious to see what he did, though. Let's see. In 144 games, he had 29 homers and 98 RBIs, hitting 277 with 340 OPS with 509 slugging, 850 OPS, and 120 OPS, or 128 OPS plus. Yeah, I would give it to him. Let's see what Rendon put up. So Rendon only played 58 games, and just that alone is not gonna get it for him. So I think Walsh will get it. For the Houston Astros, he went with Kyle Tucker. I agree here. Altuve might maybe get it. Bregman, you're done. He could go to anybody. Yurley Gurriel if we really wanted to, but not. Tucker has to get it. And if it's not Tucker, then they probably fumbled the bag here. But gotta check the stats out, though. Alright, Kyle Tucker, in 140 games, he had 30 homers and 92 RBIs with a batting average of 294, OPS of 359, slugging of 557, and an OPS of 197 with an OPS plus of 147. Another guy who mashed. Shocked he didn't make the All-Star game a little bit. Definitely thought he had a case for it. But not. Kyle Tucker easily should get it and better get it. Moving on to the Seattle Mariners, he went with Mitch Haniger. Yeah, I was thinking maybe Ty France. I really wish it would have been Jared Kelenic, but he's got a 99 future stars, so that wouldn't make sense. Haniger's gotta be the guy. We can look at Ty France, but when it comes to the Mariners, he's usually the only guy that comes to mind, and that's usually anything good over there. Abraham Toro, I don't know if he was... I think he was traded at the deadline. Could give it to Kendall Graveman, but he's in Houston, as I just remembered that. So, we'll check Ty France here, too. Alright, Mr. Mitch Haniger, in 157 games, had 39 homers, 100 RBIs on the dot. Had 169 strikeouts. Lol, I had to do it. 253 average with an OPS of 318 with a slugging of 485 and an OPS of 807, an OPS plus of 122. He mashed. Yeah, I would be shocked if he didn't get it, but again, let's check out Ty France. So, Ty France played in 152 games. Well, had 18 homers, 73 RBIs, an average of 291, OPS of 368, slugging of 445, OPS of 813, and OPS plus of 128. He just didn't put up the numbers that Haniger did, but I would still consider Ty France. I still think, and I'm confident that Mitch Haniger gets it, so 100,000,000,000% in Mitch Haniger. And by nobody's surprise for the Texas Ranger, Adolis Garcia. Do I even have to talk about this one? This is the only guy over there that did anything for Texas this year. He's really the only option here. Had a great rookie year. Is probably gonna finish third. I really thought he would win it, and he was my prediction to win it. But Texas has nobody else. I don't even think it's worth looking at his stats because he's not in contention with anybody else. So if you say anybody other than Adolis, then I'm sorry, you don't know your baseball. For the Oakland A's, he went with Starling Marte. Probably who I went with too. Matt Olson, yeah, I just had that his TA3 card. Matt Chapman had a horrendous year. Marte stepped up big time for Laureano after his stuff and whatnot, so I would imagine he's really the only guy that should get it. Another guy that's really the only one over in Oakland that's even in contention for it. So again, I'm not going to look over the stats. Feel free to look them up yourself. But another one you can't really go wrong with unless you say something other than Starling Marte. For the Cleveland Indians, he went with Franmil Reyes. This is interesting, because you could make a case for Jose Ramirez, and we'll definitely look at that. I don't know off the top of my head if Franmil had a great year. He doesn't really have another card. I know he's got the 42 series, and that may be the only one that he has. So I could see this happening, but let's check out the numbers and see how good he did, because I'm curious. Okay. Looking at Franmil, 115 games, so it looks like that's the lowest amount played out of everybody so far. .254 average, had 30 bombs, 85 RBIs, 324 OPS. I almost said average. That would have been insane. 522 slugging, 846 OPS with 127 OPS plus. Again, he mashed, but we have to check out J-Ram. Look at Ramirez, 152 games. Let's see, had 36 homers, 103 RBIs, was hitting 266, OPS of 355, slugging at 538, OPS of 893, OPS plus of 141, made the All-Star game. He already has a 98. Don't be surprised if it is Ramirez. I know a lot of people are going to want Franmil. It could be either or. My guts tell me Franmil, but again, I think Ramirez has a strong case, and they may very well... Ooh, that's the young picture of J-Ram. Anyways, they might give it to J-Ram. Don't be surprised, but Franmil would be a great option, too. So, for the Minnesota Twins, he went with Byron Buxton. Okay, Buxton has that lightning card. Don't know if they give them another high card. They very well could. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm kind of liking Josh Donaldson here, but he already has a 99 card from the Blue Jays. So I'm trying to think of somebody else. Nelson Cruz, but he was traded. Yeah, I think it has to be Buxton. Edgar Zario's not there anymore. I think Anderson Simmons was kind of booty. Mitch Garver was nothing special. So I guess this is the only option that they have. We'll check out the stats anyways. Looking at Byron, he only played in 61 games. Oh, boy. That could hurt him a lot. Had 19 homers, had an average of 306, OPS of 358, slugging of 647, OPS of just over 1,000, OPS plus of 171. He did not play that much. Let's see who else the Twins can get. So, the other guy that I think has a shot and is gonna get it is Miguel Sano. 135 games, way more. 30 bombs, like, phew. 75 RBIs, average of 223, OPS of 113, or not 113, 112, slugging of 466, OPS of 778, and OPS plus of 113. I personally think Sano gets it. Buxton just didn't play hardly enough games, like Sano did, and Sano just raked this year and needs to have it. Alright, for the Tigers, he went with Akil Baddoo. I can't think of anybody else that should get it, and maybe Eric Haas. We'll check him out too, but Baddoo might be a safe bet. Let's check them both. So, Akil Baddoo, rookie campaign, 124 games. Had 13 homers, 55 RBIs, average of 259, OPS of 330, second 437, OPS of 766, and then OPS plus of 113. Not too bad. Solid, but nothing special. Let's go check out Eric Haas. So Eric Haas played in 98 games, hit 22 homers, had 61 RBIs, hit 231, OPS of 286, slugging of 459. OPS of 745, OPS plus of 104. Either guy could get it, but I would definitely go with Baddoo to be safe. And for the Chicago White Sox, he went with Yasmani. He's got the 97 tops now, but that doesn't mean anything. Abreu, but he has a postseason card. Louis Bob has a 98 monthly. Trying to think here. Tim Anderson's got a 99. It could be anybody for the White Sox, honestly, but Yasmani could do it. I don't know. Like, Rodon wasn't the greatest. Lance Lynn was, kind of fell off the second half. I'm not gonna look up all these guys' stats, but White Sox could go either way. I'm not really gonna give you a definite answer, unfortunately. And for the final team in the AL is the Royals, Salvador Perez. Yeah, there's nobody else. This man just mashed. He's gonna get another high overall card. Probably better than his 97. He's the only pick, and it's just no debate. So that's gonna do it for this video. Leave me a comment on who you think some of these teams are gonna get. I kind of agree with most of these. There was a few that I did not agree with and kind of went in depth with on. But no, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe so you get notified for part 2, which is the NL. And I'm excited for the NL because my team's in the NL. But yeah, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Deuces!